Good morning, Mr. Emitum. Do you have a lawyer today?
No, representing myself.
You were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. It looks like you also, out of the same charge, picked up a fraud.
Okay, pause. Judge Fleer hasn't even finished saying good morning, and he's already smelling sovereign citizen energy. You know it's going to be a wild one when a defendant walks in bragging about how often he represents himself. Spoiler, that's never a flex.
Well, I mean, okay, you can represent yourself. It's your absolute right. I mean, I don't know how smart it is. Have you ever represented yourself
Yeah,
before?
many times.
And how did that go?
I have many dismissals.
For what kind of cases?
I had a dismissal on unlawful carry before.
And you represented yourself?
Yes.
In this court?
Harris County.
Just found no PC.
Oh, well, I found no probable cause. That's why I got dismissed. You didn't represent yourself.
I was representing myself with the.
Yo. Quick legal note. The defendant keeps saying he represented himself in cases that got dismissed. That's not how that works. If a judge finds no probable cause, the judge did the heavy lifting, not your magic sovereign citizen paperwork.
You can hope and wish and dream, whatever.
I'm sure you can already see why I like Judge Fleischer so much. He calls it as he sees it, and right now, he sees a crayon eater who wants to represent himself.
If you want to represent yourself, you're entitled to do that, right? But well, I like to tell people it's like brain surgery. When you need brain surgery, when you need heart surgery, are you going to do that on yourself? Because you're not trained, you don't know how to perform open heart surgery. Same thing with the law. You're not trained in it. I mean, I'm assuming that you didn't go to law school, did you? How far did you get in school?
I graduated school. I went to some college.
How far did you get?
2 years I got certificates. I mean, not through college, but I went to school.
Okay. So we're in the middle of trial now. And so I don't have the time to go through all of what they're called Faretta warnings to see whether you should represent yourself. I'm happy to do that. Why don't we delay it off a week? Are you working at this time?
Yeah, and I stay in Austin. I don't live in Houston, so.
What do you do for a living?
I have my own business.
Doing what?
Resell clothing, audio production.
How much money do you make a month?
I can't tell you, but it pays the bills.
You're very cryptic in all of your answers, and not only that, but you going to Austin, if you represent yourself, you're going to have to meet with the DAs on a constant basis to get evidence. So that's going to require you to come here to Houston quite a bit.
I was ready to file my motion today if I needed to be.
Okay. Before I do that, though, I need to have a Faretta hearing. If you're willing to wait, we can do that a little bit later when I take a break in trial.
I had my other case upstairs the same day. The judge from when I came to my last year. Have you been up
there yet?
No, I haven't been up there yet.
Okay, so go up there. When you're done, come back down here. Don't forget to come back. If you don't come back, I'm going to issue a warrant. Go take care of yourself.
All right, moment of suspense. The judge sends him upstairs to deal with his other case. Question for you guys. How many simultaneous legal problems does a person need before deciding that maybe, just maybe, they shouldn't be their own lawyer? Let me know your guess in the comments.
Yourself upstairs and come back.
So at this point, the defendant heads off to another courtroom so he can deal with his other matters. After that, he returns for his Faretta hearing, which is essentially a competency exam to ensure that he has the ability to defend himself.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So today is September 11th, 2024. It's approximately 12:25 p.m. We are now in court 5. In front of me, I have Eaton Emitum, case number 2522688. Would you please identify yourself for purpose of the record?
The man Eaton Emitum.
Would you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? That you're going to tell the truth. That's it. Yes? Okay. State, would you identify?
Petrov on behalf of the state.
Okay. So the reason that we're putting this on the record now is Mr. Emitum has been charged with the offense of unlawful carrying of a weapon. The case is 40 days old. it appears that probable cause has already been found. I don't know if I did probable cause on this, or if I don't know if another judge did, because I don't remember, Mr. Emitam, and I was out a week.
It was another judge, sir.
Yeah, lollygagging. So let's just do it for.
On August 2nd, 2024, officers observed a car without a front license plate, changed lanes without a signal, and have expired registration as of March 2023. Upon approaching, officers smelled marijuana. PC search returned 4.17 grams and a loaded Smith & Wesson handgun. Additionally, there was a backpack with 3 checks that did not belong to him. Officer called Kumamoto, who said the checks were stolen from her restaurant on July 8th. When defendant broke the front window, went to the back where the checks were kept in the office, broke the hinge of the back door and exited.
So as a result, because of that, he was charged with felony fraud on that one,
That's
on the
correct.
check. Okay. Yes, he has an open case in the 182nd. Looks like he made a $15,000 bond. With us, I am going to find there's probable cause to go forward. Well, hold on a second. We'll get there. I'll let you say your piece, but do you have a Texas driver license?
I have a US private property number with the FMCSA. What my vehicle was on there, it was sticker tags, everything with my business, the Amazon Estates. That's with the Department of Transportation.
Is that from the state of Texas or from where?
This is federal. This is with the Department of Transportation.
Okay, but you still need a Texas driver license and you need registration and
I did
on a
all my
vehicle.
best with them because it was private property that I had. They said I didn't, if I didn't need to get registration with the state of Texas because I registered it. And they said that would be my voluntary, but since it's private property, I wouldn't have to register it.
Okay. From what I know of the law, you need a Texas driver license to be able to drive.
This is, what jurisdiction is this case being tried on? That's what I'm trying to, because I'm kind of don't know what it's being tried on.
It's
Criminal, civil? Or-
criminal, yeah, right.
And here it is. The sovereign citizen switch flips on. He starts talking about common law, military tribunal, and imaginary private property vehicle registrations. Judge Fleer's face says everything. He's been waiting years for a case like this.
Facing jail time, right?
I believe so. But
Weren't you taken to jail?
yeah,
So that wouldn't lead you to believe it's criminal, right?
yeah, but under common law, or is it military and tribunal? Because also with
Oh, I've
the,
been waiting for something like this for so long. This is so much fun.
Yeah, it's about to be a lot of fun. And I think the last thing that any sovereign citizen wants to see is a judge who laughs at him in his face and tells him how much he's been waiting for this moment.
I'm just trying to see what I'm being tried on, because what I was told with the US side, I wouldn't have to register with the state of Texas with the registration or licensing. I do have my own place with that vehicle too as well. So
Do you need a license to drive? A Texas driver license. That's it. You either have one or you don't. The federal government has regulated to the states through the Constitution that they have allowed the states on their own initiative to create laws regarding driving on highways and byways. So that's why you see every single state has different requirements for licensing, insurance, mode of transportation. The federal government has somewhat to do with it, but by and large, they have delegated to the states that they are their own entity with regard to creating laws in their specific highways. So that's why every single state has a different type of license, different type of insurance. Like the Texas driver license is white versus Arkansas might be yellow or red, or Hawaii might be. So that's every single state has their own laws with regard. In Texas, you have to have a Texas driver license. You also have to have liability insurance as a minimum in the event that you get into an accident. Those are the two main requirements that you need to drive. If you're going to drive a vehicle It also has to be registered so that they know that you're driving the vehicle and that you own it or have the right to have that, so it's not a stolen vehicle.
I own the vehicle and everything. When I was here the last hearing with the judge, like what he was saying, he said that when it had applied to me, but he was going to see what they were going to say about the other court about the probable cause of stopping me, because he said registration when it had in the front license plate when it had applied to me.
It does apply. It applies to everybody. Everybody has to have a back license plate. They also have to have a front license plate. And so much, they also tell you where it has to be on the car. They regulate, you can't put it in the windshield.
State, right?
State.
Yeah.
Right. They tell you where it has to be. You can't put it on the windshield. You can't put it on, like on what's it called? On the light. It's got to be right there. They even tell you how many centimeters it's supposed to be
The
from.
judge just unleashed the most polite mic drop in court history. You can travel anywhere you want on your happy little feet. This is your reminder that right to travel does not equal right to drive without a license. Every sovereign citizen tries this. It never ends well.
So if you don't have that, you can't drive. And that's it.
Yeah, I did tell him I was traveling. I wasn't arguing with him, but I was traveling. I wasn't making commerce. I used to do medical transportation, so I'm kind of aware with licensing and registration and everything. That's why with my private vehicles, I did that with the U.S. DOT instead of the state. And I didn't know that was
Correct.
interference.
You need a license. It doesn't matter whether you're saying you're conveying, whether you're traveling, whether you're, driving. It's a privilege. It's not a right, right? There's a big difference between a privilege versus a right. You have the right to walk.
I have the right to travel, don't I?
Yeah, taking your happy-go-lucky feet. You want to travel? Take those 2 feet to travel, not in a car.
Just what the 14th Amendment was saying, like I have the right to travel.
You do. Yes, and you can walk your happy ass from one part to the other part. Not in a car, though. Not without a license and insurance.
Damn, Judge Fleischer just told him that if he wants to travel, he can walk his happy ass anywhere he wants, just not in a car or behind the wheel of a vehicle. Now that's cold-blooded, Judge, and I love it.
From what I did this with the Department of Transportation, they said automobiles were on there, carrier, bicycles.
They're wrong. I'm just telling you now, they're wrong. Whoever told you that, where you got that, it's complete. Because imagine this, Mr. Emiton, and I've seen this before. Imagine that you get into an accident, right? And you kill a 5-year-old kid. What's going to happen at that point? Whoever owns that car, the other people, they're going to come after you. They're not going to go after they're going to come after you. The first thing they're going to do is, do you have insurance? And if you don't have insurance, they're going to sue you. And then they're going to attach a lien on absolutely everything that you own to satisfy the judgment they get against you. And they will take your house, they will take your car, they will take your bank account, they will attach to where if you ever want to start working and get a paycheck, they're going to garnish all that money. You have insurance, liability insurance, so that if you ever get into an accident, you don't mean to do it. You didn't mean to kill the kid. It's not
cases that got dismissed. That's not how that works. If a judge finds no probable cause, the judge did the heavy lifting, not your magic sovereign citizen paperwork. TVR 3. VO. All right, moment of suspense. The judge sends him upstairs to deal with his other case. Question for you guys. How many simultaneous legal problems does a person need before deciding that maybe, just maybe, they shouldn't be their own lawyer? Let me know your guess in the comments. TVR 4. VO. And here it is, the sovereign citizen switch flips on. He starts talking about common law, military tribunal, and imaginary private property vehicle registrations. Judge Fleer's face says everything. He's been waiting years for a case like this. TVR 5. VO. The judge just unleashed the most polite mic drop in court history. You can travel anywhere you want on your happy little feet. This is your reminder that right to travel does not equal right to drive without a license. Every sovereign citizen tries this. It never ends well.